Today marks 1145th day sharing lessons I learned and continue to learn with all of you. My hope that these insights will inspire you, support your dreams, help you achieve your goals, and really empower you to become the person that you want to become. I always speak about growth, and I think that sometimes we need to understand that we are not growing in a vacuum. We're not growing in a vacuum. So every single time when you grow, we will influence people around us. I think that a lot of times we're able to really understand that growth sometimes is not for you. Growth is for people around you. I think that's for me understanding that growth is not just for me. It's very, very influential. It's fulfilling. It gives me a purpose and vision because I not just want to grow for myself, just for myself. I want to grow for others. I want to grow for my family. I want to grow for my friends, for my community, for my acquaintances that I meet, for all of them. Today we'll share what really happens when you really grow yourself. How that influence other people. Because I think that when you understand fully that your actions, your growth influence people, I think there's a massive, massive motivation to take action and grow. So number one is that the ripple effect. There's a ripple effect. When people see that you are growing, people are influenced to grow as well. So ripple effect is a massive thing because that's really monkey see, monkey do. I really love this saying, monkey see, monkey do. That means that people, we sometimes are like monkeys. We are seeing what other person is doing, and sometimes it's a bad thing, sometimes it's a good thing. When a person is doing a bad thing, we potentially could repeat the same. Oh, this person did that. Why I'm not able to do it? Or when a person, somebody is doing great, we said that if this person is able to do that, means I'm able to do as well. So there is a massive ripple effect. Number two is that freedom begets freedom. That means that when you achieve freedom, of course, you inspire other people to really pursue freedom, but at the same time, your freedom, your growth, could potentially allow other people to become free as well. For example, your family could become free because you became free. I think that sometimes that's the biggest motivation to really retire parents, retire people that you care about. Being able to really buy things that for other people that they are not able to do by themselves. I think that we're able to really do the sacrifices that other people are not willing to do because we want to make that difference. We want to make that impact. We want to really see that people receiving the gift of freedom. Number three is selflessness is embedded in self-growth. And this is a powerful thing. And because this again, building wealth is not for you. It could be great for you, but I think that the biggest thing is that building wealth is really for giving, for opening doors, for making a difference. But at the same time, gathering knowledge is as well for giving, mentorship, coaching, teaching. Because you're not able to give what you do not have. This is a powerful statement. You're not able to give what you do not have. Don't have. So that means if you want to give, you need to receive. So that means wealth. If you want to give to wealth and teach how to be wealthy and free, you receive that by yourself. If you want to really mentor people on wisdom, you need to receive that by yourself. So that means that it's very important that we able to really exist to serve others. And we need to receive if you want to serve. Healing yourself heals others. And this is an interesting topic because a lot of times we have generations and they have the same trauma because a grandparents was doing something, parents doing the same, and kids are doing the same. And someone needs to really break that trauma, heal that trauma, and really heal the generations to come. This is very powerful because I think that a lot of things, I know in my family generation as well, it used to be traumas coming down the line. And I said it, okay, like I will be the last. I will make that decision to overcome because going through generational traumas is not easy. It's not easy to really see differently, see different perspective, to understand what other people went through and really finally serve yourself that you can serve generations to come. At the same time, of course, when we are hurt and when we heal, we're able to really serve others. because we're able to help other people who are exactly the same thing. They hurt and they need to heal. So they need to be able to be a great example for people who are going through exactly the same thing that you went through. Because I love the saying that you potentially could really wait until someone will prove that it's possible what you want to heal from, or you can be the person who will heal and show other example. So you can be a follower or you can be a leader. And this decision is yours. Number 5 is that identity as a social force. I think that sometimes when we really build the identity of what are the strong values, what are the great values, what are the strong and great beliefs, and we have that identity of a great character. I think that when you show example, you're able to influence, okay, and people say that this is a great way of living. This is a great way of having character. It's very important to really build an identity that you can really multiply to 500 people. Because I think that the great question is like, if you had 1,000 people, 500,000 people, exactly like you, would you like that community of people like you? Would you like it? And if not, maybe there is something that you would like to change. Because when you start thinking, okay, if 500,000, a million people will be exactly as yourself with values and beliefs, of course, not preferences, but with values and beliefs, would you like the community? I think it's very powerful because when you start living and presenting a really great identity, I think that is very great power. Number 6 is the rational nature of human potential. I think that this is very important to improve communication. Communication skills is one of the most important things because you're able to not just able to listen to other people, but communication is not just about telling. Communication is all about listening as well. Because when you communicate, you're able to inspire, you're able to empower people, you're able to really make sure that people really pursue the things they want because you're able to help other people to overcome their fears, doubts, and really allow them to achieve their goals. So communication is not just about you to communicate your ideas, but being able to express your thoughts on other person's potential. And being able to ask right questions that they could really understand that they are able to achieve great things. So communication, developing communication is such a powerful thing to really influence others and help others to achieve their goals. Number 7 is sacrifice and service. This is a powerful thing. Sacrifice and service. I think dads are amazing at that being able to really sacrifice their growth, sacrifice their day, making sure that they serve their family. But the same thing, every single person is able to do that. Every single person is able to sacrifice their Saturday afternoon, Sunday afternoon, like days, evenings, being able to educate while other people partying. Educate yourself, improve yourself while other people are watching Netflix or are doing nothing. This potentially could be a sacrifice, but of course, in some people's eyes, is a sacrifice. For other people, is a trade-off because it sounds very similar, but trade-off is trade-off current moment for future fulfillment, for future joy, for future um, purpose, mission, vision, all of things that really coming after trade-off of current moment with. And then, again, this is current moment when you're actually pursuing something that you really want. You feel fulfilled. I think sometimes you can be not fully happy, but you fulfill because I truly believe that fulfillment is much more important than happiness. And meaning. Meaning is much more important than happiness because when you really are, you do something meaningful and fulfilling and purposeful, I think in the core, you are so much more joyful because happiness is fleeting, joy and fulfillment not. Number 8 is paradox of happiness. The paradox of happiness. Because I think that when you really pursue personal pursuits, is even great. But when you achieve that personal pursuit, I think that you still feel like there's something missing. I love saying that when you touch, when you taste significance, when you taste significance, happiness will never fulfill you. And that's very important when you really pursue goals. You change from pursuing goals from changing to pursuing significance. How you serve, how you add value. And there's a lot of different things. There's a lot of different ways to really be happy. But I think that the most important part to be happy is by really able to serve others. Number 9 is time and legacy. That means that when we actually grow ourselves, improve ourselves, and start serving others, we change legacy of family, of yourself. Because now rather than having legacy of achiever, now you're able to change a legacy to a person who made a difference, a person who made an impact, a person who was significant in other people's eyes, a person who really influenced and made a triple effect on so many different people who really achieved success beyond that one person. So time and legacy is very, very important because we're able to use our time not to really benefit ourselves, but benefit other people. When we use our time to benefit other people, we're able to build legacy of, of impact. It's a powerful, beautiful thing. And the last one that I want to mention is that interdependence, the core of human existence. That means that everything what we do is influence other people. It's impossible to take action without influencing other people. It is impossible. So everything what you do in life regarding pursuing goals will influence things other people. And I think that sometimes we need to ask ourselves, okay, if I take this action, how that will influence other people? And a lot of times what we need to understand that we're able to reflect, we'll never understand fully how our actions will influence other people because we do not know what they're looking at, what are their preferences, because you understand that we are only seeing 3% of all information that coming on us every single day. So those 3% choose every single person. So you're not able to really understand what other person is choosing to look at. But you're able to reflect it and what are the high chance of influence? What are the things that if I will do this one, what are the high chances that will happen? If I will do this, what are the high chances will happen regarding the others, regarding the community and people around me? I think it's very, very important to always think about, okay, how this will affect not just me, but people around me. And when you start to think that way, I think you start making choices that are much higher end. Because you start looking at, if someone is looking at me, how I execute on a daily basis, what would they say? What would they be influenced by? Because I think that you're able to be much more disciplined, much more focused when you're actually pursuing something that influences others rather than just you alone. At least for me, I truly believe that when I am able to serve others, I execute on a much higher level. So I hope that you will reflect as well. How your actions, what do you feel? How your actions really transcends to other people. I hope that you reflect that. And I hope you will choose to win and see you tomorrow.